Hey fam, what's going on? It's your boy Darren with Darmac Builders, and I get asked the question, when what should I do if I'm getting ready to purchase a piece of land that I want to build a house on? What should I have done? Okay, of course, you should have a survey, a boundary survey. If you know that just gives you the lot size on all dimensions. Usually going to be a square foot, length, time, width. It's going to tell you that. But one of the things that I must stress that you should get without any question, you should get what we call a boring test. It's a geotechnical report where they actually come out and they bore a hole in the dirt to come out to on the lot and come out with the dirt to tell you what type of dirt this is. Is this compactable dirt? And they take it back to the lab and they test it, and it has a report that you get, and that report tells you at so many feet it was this, and so many feet it was that, and they'll hit the water table and all that kind of stuff. So it gives you a synopsis of what's going on with the lot that you're trying to buy it. So you may say, well, Darren, why do we need that? So your house won't sink. That's what it is for, So yes, I want that report so I can give it to my architect, which the architect should ask for anyways, so they can determine what type of foundation that is required. As you can see, you remember if you've been watching my videos, you saw how we did the pilings out there. Well, the only reason why we did those pilings is because the report said that the dirt that you have here is not, you cannot do a traditional foundation. Now, people say, what is traditional? Well, you can't do a monolithic slab, look it up. You can't do a stem wall footer, look it up. You have to do something that's going to support the house itself. So that's why you saw us drilling about 40 feet in the ground actually, and then putting the cages in and then filling that out with concrete. And that's like the shape of the house, which you will see. So yes, you need that. So just imagine if you didn't do that, and over time you start seeing your house sinking or whatever the case may be. So that report is so important, because it's going to give your architect or the people that's your design team, oh, this is what the report reads, so therefore I have to do this type of foundation. It's always a type of foundation you can build on a lot. So let's just start there, and don't think just because you're not close to water that you can have soil that's not conducive for building. Yes, those same pilings that you saw, I have done that inland, 10 miles from the water, 15 miles from the water. Okay, so I don't play with that. So whether I'm doing an addition or I'm doing a new construction, and if I'm not the GC, I always say, hey, let me look at it. Okay, because it's going to give me some instructions as well. I don't have any decision making on what type of foundation I want, but I'm gonna look at it because it may say, hey, scrape out this or remove. Sometimes they tell you to move out like 2 feet of dirt. So that means that, just imagine you walking on grass and they say move out 2 feet deep or 3 feet deep and take it out and bring in new fill. You can keep that up. You can keep the dirt. It's not that like the dirt is contaminated. It's just that it's not good to put a structure on it. Now you can use it for, your grass or, things like that nothing is going to be built on it. Yeah, it's not. Now, if it's contaminated, that's a whole different story. But if it's not contaminated, you can take that dirt out, stack it, and then if you're short on dirt for your sod, which is grass, and your landscaping, you can use that dirt. Okay, just filling you in on it, just letting you know. PSA, that's all I'm doing right now. Not a gatekeeper, just letting you guys know. So if you're buying a lot, which I recommend, find you a lot, whether it's your hometown, whether it's you found a lot, whatever, find something that you can build something. I don't care if it's a 1-story, 2-story, duplex, triplex, 5-unit, 18-unit, 100-unit. Get in a situation where you can find something, and then go from there. Okay? With that being said, deuces.